This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast. Betsy.
Marcy.
Oh boy, since Mercury in retrograde is over, I'm deciding to try a new recording setup. So God bless us. Hopefully this works.
We'll see what happens, everybody. We'll see what happens. I like it so far.
Yeah, for the people listening in their cars and their phones, wherever they are, we'll have fixed whatever the problem is. So don't worry about that, guys.
Nice.
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 Nice. How are you doing?
Marcy, I'm pretty good. And I'm good. I haven't had anything spooky happen to me. But I was in Colorado and it ruled. And you texted me something spooky that happened to you. And I'm so excited to talk about it. Because we were kind of talking. Then we're like, we got to save it for the pod.
Yeah, we got to save it for the pod. So I'll set it up for you guys. So I was Marco Poloing our friends, Jess and Trish.
Yes.
Marco Polo is a video app where you can just send, it's like FaceTiming, but not in real time, right? You can just send videos of yourself back and forth. And we talk about absolutely nothing important when we do that. And I think I was talking about I had wanting to explore laser treatments because I'm getting old,
Uh-huh.
So that's the setup. I will not share the video because I look like absolute dog shit in it.
You don't look that bad. You just look like you have a big goose egg.
I have that's my horn, and that's always there, Betsy. But on top of my goose egg, yeah, this happened in 9th grade. Someone kneed me in the forehead. Yeah.
A permanent goose egg.
I know, guys. Get that checked out if you ever have a head injury, because it could literally stay on your forehead forever. But I also have like a little burn mark because the doctor burned off a little spot. But that's not what we're talking about.
Okay.
So I'm on Marco Polo and something strange happens. And let's see how much of it you can hear.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
The Fountain of Youth. It's not lasers. What was that? That was spooky. What was that?
So, okay. You got to make sure, to really bump it up. Because on your video you sent me, I heard it clear as day.
Okay.
Where it sounds like something is saying, hey, asshole.
Okay, I'm going to play it again. Okay. Wait, I sent it to Michael McMillan. So I'm going to, hold on. I sent him, because our friend Michael McMillan was helping me out with this.
Yes.
And, all right, let me see. So
it really sounds like a voice in Ghost Adventures when they use the ghost box. It sounds like the ghost box or something. Or even their little EVP. It sounds like a spirit or an entity talking.
Yes, right? It's okay. So I'm going to play. I sent this to my mother and I tried to bump it up a little bit.
Okay.
So let's see what people hear.
Okay. Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Play it again.
It doesn't sound like hey asshole to me. Maybe it does sound like
It
hey
sounds like
asshole.
hey asshole.
So maybe it's saying hey asshole to
Hey
me.
asshole, as you're saying, like the fountain of youth.
Hey asshole.
Hey asshole.
I hate leading people. If you guys hear something else, let me know.
I know.
So,
I'm sure.
okay.
I immediately though thought, I was like, as soon as I heard it, I was like, that sounds like it's saying hey asshole.
Yeah, if you guys hear something else, please tell me. But here's the thing about it. I was sitting in front of my computer and I'm on my phone.
Yes.
So it's not coming from in front of me and it's not coming from my phone. It was coming from another room.
Yes.
And it sounds like an Alexa. I don't have one.
Nope.
I don't have an Alexa. None of my windows were open, so it wasn't like a neighbor. And it's pretty quiet here on my street.
Yeah.
So and in my house, I don't really hear a lot of neighbors. And when I went into my living room, my Roku was on, but it hadn't like restarted or anything. So
yeah. And
so
it doesn't
like
talk, right?
well, sometimes if you like
Roku?
if I restart my Roku, it'll like pop up to the home screen and start. Sometimes it'll autoplay things, but
Autoplay
that's
a
not.
show.
It'll like start playing it'll like pull up an app I never want to use. Weirdly,
Okay.
like it'll be like it'll pull up like Roku channel. I'm like, what are you doing? You're just playing Dumb and Dumber, which is fine,
Honestly, that sounds pretty good.
but that was not what was happening. So I don't know.
Did
I don't know what it
anything
was.
else happen that day? Like anything kind of strange in your place?
No, nothing strange. Nothing
Okay.
else strange. But isn't it funny how scared I look in the video?
Yes. You're very just like, what was that? Oh my God, what was that?
Something bad happened. What was that?
What did Michael think?
He thought it said, hey, asshole.
Yeah.
But again, I said, you are projecting. You are projecting. You
Everybody
think I'm an asshole.
What else is it saying? I have an asshole? I have an asshole.
I thought it said te amo, but maybe
you're looking for love.
I'm looking for love.
Come on, te amo. Every ghost is saying te amo to Marcy.
This ghost loves me. Hello.
Oh, hello, te amo.
So that's sort of like a spooky thing that happened.
What did your mom think?
She had a very hard time even figuring out how to play it, honestly.
That's fair enough. I couldn't imagine.
She said it. Actually, no. She was like, it's saying get out. It's saying get out.
Oh, my God.
I was like, I don't think it's saying get out.
I'll stick with hey, asshole.
Get out. My mom's a creep.
Out.
Get out. I'm going to kill you. Get out.
Get out. I'm
get
giving
out.
you
You're
a warning.
dying.
Get out. You're dying right now. Get out.
I'm killing you and you're dead. Get out. Anyway.
You're already dead. Wow, Marcy. Spooky dookie, dude.
She was like, it says go to church. You're a bad girl. Fair.
Okay.
Fair. I'm a bad girl. You're right. I'm a bad girl. Well, this little bad girl is going to play. Should I play a listener? I mean, not play. I could play, but I'm going to read a listener
play
story.
Or read. I got one pulled up. Whatever you want.
I'm going to read one.
Read one. I'm pumped.
If you're into it. Okay. This says, hi, Marcy and Betsy.
Hello.
I love the podcast. I started listening in 2020, and you two have helped me get through the past 4 years. Here's to many more. I write this on NYE, which is New Year's Eve, 2024.
Hey, it's going to get weird.
It's
already gotten weird.
Yes, but it's got weirder than you thought. Growing up, my family was dirt poor. My parents immigrated in the early 90s and had nothing but the clothes on their backs as they were refugees. Like most poor people, we lived on welfare and government assistance programs like Section 8 housing. The thing about Section 8 housing is that it's owned by the government, and these homes can be trash and oftentimes are in townhouse complexes, aka the ghettos. To set up the visual, each complex consisted of a 2-story square brick building that was divided into 4 units. Each unit had a small yard in the front, 4 tiny-ass bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms, and an unfinished basement. The creepy basement was where most of the scary encounters occurred.
I would think.
Ooh.
I would think. Not in that half bath, hopefully.
Not in the half bath,
No
please.
way, man. Goof.
Please not in a half bath.
Please not. Come on.
I can't.
Don't.
So the first scary encounter occurred when I was about 3 to 4 years old. I was in the living room looking for my grandma and calling out to her. I figured I would look for her in the basement. I opened the basement door and peered over the stair rail and called out to my grandma. Standing in the middle of the basement was a dark figure.
No.
Grandma, I called out. As I called out, this thing turned around and slowly floated/walked up the stairs.
No.
I was frozen in fear as this thing approached me. It came up to my face, and then the next thing I remember, my grandma opened the basement door behind me and asked me why I was sitting at the top of the stairs.
No.
Oh, I feel sick to my stomach.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Marcy just turned green. Completely green.
Oh, my God.
That is so fucking scary.
It could be my iron pills that I take.
Do they hurt your tummy?
Yeah, they're not good.
Oh, dang.
Oh, my God. Do you think she lost time?
I really hope not. But that is what I thought. But I really hope not. That is so scary.
Oh my God. Oh, I hate that.
I do too. Nasty.
A dark figure? Oh,
Floating,
no.
floating up the stairs. Get out of here. Don't you fucking dare do that. How fucking dare you, you little piece of shit?
To a 3 or 4-year-old?
Yeah, you fucking creeper. Don't you do that to anybody.
And
I'm
the
mad
thing
at
about
this
a 3 or 4-year-old is that they're less likely to be believed because they don't understand how the world works. But because they
Yep.
don't understand how the world works, they're less likely to make up a story like that completely out of the blue, you know?
Dude, yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. And because they don't know, society hasn't gotten to them yet, they are able to see this thing.
They're more open to possibilities, right?
And this nasty thing knew all of that, and was like, hell yeah. Your grandma keeps coming down here. I'm not bothering her.
No, I'm bothering the 4-year-old.
Give me that little 4-year-old. Really let me mess them up because I'm a piece of shit.
Okay. The next encounter happened to me and my 2 sisters. Each of us still remembers this event very clearly. Sorry, they just say clearly. Each of us still remembers this event clearly, and we often talk about it. So, as usual, us kids were playing in the basement since all of our toys were down there. We had a plastic play kitchen with toy food, and we often play pretend house. Cute.
Yes.
We were kids and having fun when all of a sudden a plastic burger floated up and off the plastic kitchen, then fell down.
No.
My sisters and I screamed bloody murder and all ran upstairs. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That is wild.
A floating
burger? Oh man, that's spooky.
I love that the sisters all experienced it together.
Yes. It is and it could be kind of poltergeisty too. That's a wild move.
Yes.
I wonder if the ghost was trying to eat it and then was like, oh dang it, it's not
this
real.
Sucks. This burger sucks.
This burger
like
sucks,
shit.
Dude. Just sucking on a plastic burger.
This burger tastes like absolute dog shit.
Oh, this burger sucks. It's hard to eat and chew.
What is the name of Wimpy? It's like a Wimpy ghost.
Wimpy ghost. I'm like, I'll pay you on Tuesday or whatever.
Yeah. Wimpy's he's from Popeye?
Popeye, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys know that modern cartoon,
Yes,
Popeye?
the very modern cartoon and that very not scary movie, live action movie. Well,
Is it scary?
it was to me as a kid. I was so weirded out by it. That's all.
Is it big? Who was Popeye?
Robin
Was it
Williams.
Robin Williams?
Yeah. Shelley Duvall was Olive Oil, which
Oh,
is great casting.
yes. So good.
But
Okay.
yeah, it was freaky deaky, man.
Freaky deaky. The last event happened when I was 12, 13 years old. The family had long moved out of that complex back when I was 5, so it didn't dawn on me that my childhood friend lived in the same complex years later.
Oh, whoa,
Wait,
okay.
my family had long moved out of the complex back when I was 5, so it didn't dawn on me that my childhood friend lived in that complex years later. Oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
So, like, later, yes, got it. Anywho, my younger sister and I had gone over to my friend's house for some reason, and we are all sitting in the basement hanging out. I noticed a pair of little kids' feet standing at the top of the stairs out of the
Gross.
corner of my eye.
Gross.
I thought it was my friend's little cousin, as her mom often watched the little cousin. I asked my friend if her cousin was still over, and she told me her cousin had gone home hours ago.
Ew.
My little sister even chimed in that she saw the little pair of feet standing at the top of the stairs.
Fucking
gross. So gross. I believe that this house was totally haunted, as there was a lot of negative energy around that area.
Yes.
There was even a murder that happened in the area, as I clearly remember walking past a unit that was a crime scene. There was police tape all over the yard and blood all over the walls.
No.
Of course, I didn't know at the time, but looking back, that area was so messed up. It's no wonder there were bad entities hanging around. I hope that all made sense, and I hope it made at least one person shit their pants. Keep up the amazing work, and Happy New Year. I'm hoping 2025 brings everyone good things. You know what? I think we've turned a corner.
Do you? I mean,
Yeah.
people are fed up.
Well, I mean that, like, I've been hearing friends have personal wins happening.
Great.
And so I think we're turning a corner, and good comes from bad.
I mean,
That's
that
what
does,
I think.
but yeah.
It does.
It
Good
really
things
does.
come from bad things sometimes.
Yeah.
What a crazy story, right?
Yeah, the energy in that complex is just, it must be off the charts. Like,
Right?
so much wild energy is there.
Well,
like,
because if it's like a big immigrant community, a lot of immigrants, one, aren't treated great when they get to America. And two, like, they're probably leaving hardship, right? That's why they came to America for a better life.
Yes.
So, wow. Wow.
Ooh, that was good. That was good.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one. You ready?
Yes.
Ghost at the lighthouse or just a guy? Emotion shrugging person. Hi, Betsy and Marcy. Love the show and both of you. Thank you.
Thanks.
I wrote a few years ago about discovering that the weird noises I heard in the room next to me at college were potentially something spooky after reading an article about my old dorm being notoriously haunted. Yes.
Ooh.
I randomly remembered this other weird thing that happened and decided to send it in to you guys. I work a few miles from a lighthouse on the East Coast and occasionally go there to take a walk on the jetty after work. That's so East Coast.
That's really cool.
What an East Coast sentence.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell's a jetty? That's too East Coast for me. I don't know. It extends out into the water, so there's only one way on, one way off, unless you hop the railings and climb on the rocks, which isn't the most safe idea. There are benches along the walkway, and one time going past, I saw an older guy, maybe in his 70s, sitting on bench. This is not unusual, but what stuck out to me was his outfit. It was an
Ooh.
off-white sweatshirt and matching sweatpants, the old-school Hanes type, tied at the wrist and ankles with some sort of design on the shirt. I can't remember if it was stars or rainbows, but it was colorful, not something you would typically see a grown man wearing today. It felt like he stepped right out of the 1980s, right down to his glasses, too. I decided to walk out to the end of the jetty again, passing him again on my way out, and then on my way back, we made eye contact. I had earbuds in, but I took them out as I approached him, and he said something to me. I still don't remember exactly what, something about the weather, and I just smiled and nodded. I kept going, and when I reached the exit back to the parking lot, I turned and looked back for some reason. The bench was empty. I looked down the entire length of the jetty, knowing he would be easy to spot in his bright outfit. Nothing. He was definitely not out there, and he had not followed me out or past me, and there's truly no other way out at that point. He pretty much just vanished.
Ghost man.
Ghost man! Even if he had climbed over the railings and onto the rocks, I would have been able to see him, and I can't see someone his age doing that anyway. Realizing he had disappeared, I got a funny feeling. Tiddy-line. I eventually turned, went back to my car, and left, but every once in a while I think about it and wonder, was he ever really there? Did anyone else see him? Was it a time blip? A ghost visiting a favorite spot from his life? Or was it just some guy with an unusual fashion sense who decided to say hello because I kept looking at him oddly? LOL.
That's funny.
But if that was the case, I truly don't know where he disappeared to, and I have never seen him again. I've had a lot of other weird experiences throughout my life, but that was the first time I actually saw something and can't explain it. Most of the ghost stories in this area are about shipwrecks and pirates, but maybe there's also a guy from the 1980s who just likes to hang out along the water every now and then.
That's funny.
I'm writing this to you on Christmas Eve. I hope you two had a very happy holiday season and that, in parentheses, somehow 2025 isn't too terrible.
You guys, stop. You all jinxed us.
Thanks so much for the podcast, Amanda.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Don't have too terrible of a time. Do you think that ghost was like he sounds like an East Coast mob guy?
Funny, like on a vacation or like taking a break or whatever.
Well, this was East Coast. Yeah, it was just being like, I threw a body out here.
Yeah, let me take a break now.
I threw a body out here.
There's a body in the ocean now.
And he's racked with guilt.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that happening.
Feels really bad.
That is so wild bad. Where there's absolutely nowhere this person could have gone without Amanda seeing them.
And like Amanda said, because I've jumped off a jetty now that I think of it, but
What's
the jetty had it's like, you've seen those like when it's like built up, like it's like
with
almost
rocks
like a
and stuff.
pier. Yeah, instead of like pilings under the pier, it's like, you can walk over it.
Okay.
It's like same thing as a pier, but it's just over rocks.
Yes, okay.
Like they have it down in Marina Del Rey and stuff too.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, like you can't like exactly jump off of it, right? Because you'd have to climb down the rocks to get into the water.
Right. I think it was a ghost. For sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh,
a jetty ghost.
Jetty ghost.
Ooh, who's a jetty ghost? Get nasty.
Who is a jetty ghost? Woo, jetty ghost.
Round of applause if you're a jetty ghost.
JG, baby. JG.
Love it.
Loves it.
I'm going to try to pull up another story if I can successfully. We'll see.
You got this, dude.
I again, I said, it's not Mercury in retrograde. This will be easy. And then life was like, I don't know. Will it be easy?
No. Don't be too excited.
You ready, dog?
Yes.
Hello again, ladies. I've been meaning to send this voice memo about shit that I've seen in the sky for the last couple of years, and I just have not done it. So, here you go. I'm going to try to make it quick because I've seen a lot of weird stuff. But, I did send you guys a couple stories that you've read on here or played on here, and one of them, I thought I was seeing a UFO, but it turned out that it was the fucking Starlink. But I didn't know. I had never seen what it was before. However, I think it was that same summer that I saw the Starlink that I saw this. So here, let me set this up. So where I was staying in was this town called Longmont, and there was this park nearby that had a baseball field, and they would have lights on until the park closed at 11 p.m. and the tops of the trees in the neighborhood would light up, and if there were like birds that would fly by, the underbelly would, you know, glow from the light, and you can just like see movement. And I was staying in an RV, and I was walking from my parents' house to the RV, and I had my awning out because it was summertime, and it had to be like 10 o'clock because it was dark, and my awning is broken, so it was like slanted on the ground. You have to like duck to get underneath, and I'm looking up at the stars because I'm a star girly, and I see something, and all these thoughts, it was probably like a couple seconds that all these thoughts were going through my head. So I'm seeing something glowing, and I'm like, oh, what is that? Is that a goose? Is that a drone? Is it a balloon? What the hell is that? And I'm like seeing this thing, and it gets kind of more in view, like it's going, so I was looking northwest, and it was going west. And the best way, I'm going to send a picture, but the best way that I can describe this was like, it looked biological, but it looked like a train? I don't know how to explain what I thought, but as I said out loud, trying to figure this out, I said, what the hell is that? It literally, like in the movies, when things start to move and they like vanish as they're moving, it did that. It just like disappeared. The reason I say it looks biological is because it kind of reminded me of like a caterpillar, but it was segmented like a train, like a subway train, not like a track train, like they're excuse me, like they're closer together. And it was like, from what I could see, it was brown, and there were like little circles in the middle. I'm gonna draw what I saw and send it to you because the shit was so weird. I've never seen anything disappear before my eyes. So that one was crazy. The other thing that I saw was last summer, I had moved to a town right outside of Denver, and there's a shit ton of air traffic out here. And my cat at the time was transitioning from an outdoor cat to an indoor cat. And it was, I think, our first week being here. And I had let him outside, and one of my neighbors called and was like, hey, I found your cat. And she was bringing him to me. And I was outside waiting to meet this lady, okay? And it was in September, but it was still warm. And I was looking up at the sky, and the clouds were like, I always describe clouds as juicy when it looks like it's gonna rain, but they were big and juicy, okay? They were like two big juicy clouds. and there was like a break in between the clouds. And I look up, and there was a dude to my right walking his dog, and I'm kind of an introvert, so I don't really talk to a lot of people or anything, so he was there, but I don't know if he saw what I saw. But I look up in like the clearing between the two clouds, and there was like this blue light. It best looked like a satellite. It looked like a satellite. It like shot out of one cloud through the clearing into the other cloud. And then there was a second one. And it was like going in the exact same spot. And then a third one, all blue, and they all moved. And then my fucking phone rings because the lady was there to bring my cat. And I couldn't see if it was shooting anymore. Like, you know, I went and picked up my cat, and then I like went and looked back, and the clouds had closed. And so I didn't see what the hell's going on. And it was like rhythmic, the way that the lights shot out. Very rhythmic. It was so strange. And yeah, I couldn't tell you what that was. I called them the space lasers because I thought it was funny. But I don't know. I've never seen blue satellites. I see satellites all the time. They're usually white, or the kind that fade. They like almost flash, like they're taking pictures or whatever. But I've never seen blue lights shooting from the sky. I have seen those UFOs, the triangular UFOs that are rainbow. That's when I lived in Boulder. That was the first thing I saw, actually, the first UFO. But yeah, I'm sure there's more. I just can't think of anything else. And I know this is getting a little long, but yeah, I'll definitely send you guys some more because I have a lot of ghost stories and more weird UFO shit. So yeah, stay safe, and hopefully our you know what? Never mind. We're all gonna be okay. All right. Thanks, ladies. Talk to you later.
Everybody. Wow, everybody's just like, hopefully we'll be all right, man.
I mean, please, dear God, let us be okay.
We'll
And we're
be all
gonna
right.
be.
We'll be
we're
all
gonna
right.
be okay.
Hey, man.
I sent you, Betsy,
Oh.
the images of the ghost
On
train.
my message?
Text.
Oh, yes.
Text
Okay.
with your phone.
How wild. The description of it
fleshy?
being
It
like
says look
biological
fleshy.
is so wild.
Do you see the part in the drawing where they say looks fleshy?
Not yet. Sorry, my thing is very slow. Oh, here we go. Whoa.
I don't like that it looks fleshy. I don't like looking fleshy at all.
Fleshy. What a nasty but perfect description. Ew.
Also, they also included some really cool little like figurines, and they didn't explain the figurines. I'm sending it to you now. They sent some
Yes.
figurines that are from Beetlejuice.
What? Cool.
So again, I'm sending it to
Send
you now.
them.
It is taking a bit to load because we're on the internet already.
Yeah, the
But
internet's a little
they didn't explain if they make these or what the dealio is with them at all.
Right.
But they look fucking awesome. It's like we got the shrunken head, we got a sandworm. Do you see it yet on your
Cool.
text?
No,
Yeah,
sorry, my
the
computer's
the
being
little
so slow.
the little blue lady, when Alec Baldwin pulls his face long,
Cool. Wait, keep describing.
eyeballs
Let me stop my
on the
phone.
hand. Your phone might be
Let me
working
look at
better.
my phone.
The lady, the receptionist who's checking you in the afterworld.
We love
This is
her.
dope. I hope it's because
Oh, yeah,
you
here we
made
go.
them yourself.
These are
Yeah,
incredible.
these are awesome.
Did you make these? Oh, these are so rad. The funny, like,
Yeah.
art sculpture. These are so cool. Excuse me, did you make them? I want some.
Excuse me, you just included the pictures, and I don't ever respond to listeners over email because I can barely do this podcast. My capabilities are literally sometimes sending Betsy listener stories and downloading files
that's
to listen
huge,
to.
dude. That's huge.
I sometimes edit, but I've started getting help from our friend Bridget. So I'm not functioning, is what I'm saying. Anyway,
Cool.
I don't know what that was. Also, so strange
Colorado
that,
did.
and I think they moved, right? Morgan had moved.
But I Longmont
So-
is also in Colorado. Or there is.
Yes. Oh, okay.
But then moved closer to Denver.
Seeing, I'm telling you, what is the deal with people seeing UFOs once and then seeing
And then
them?
seeing it all the time. Like,
Yeah.
now, is it just like they're looking up more? Or like, do you
Their
look up at the
necks are
sky a lot?
Not in LA, but when I go to places where you can see
Where you
stars,
can
I
see the
will.
stars, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's just there's less light pollution around there.
Yeah, maybe. I don't
Because
know.
even though Denver is like a big city, it's surrounded by areas that are not like lit up like a city, right?
Right. Yeah, it is so, because we have so many listeners where they're like, they have multiple UFO
Yeah.
sightings. And it is just like, what is that about? Like,
What's that all about?
what's that all
I'm Jerry
about?
Seinfeld.
Come on. Hey, what is it? What is
And what
the
he
deal?
says, what's the deal with seeing all these UFOs?
What is the deal? Pretty good.
Hey, what's the deal with with
What's the
cars?
deal?
What's the deal with comedians and cars? Me and Jay love cars.
Some
What if you
comedians
and
love
I-
cars.
What if you and I got so successful that we had 100 cars?
Good Lord, that would be so funny. Of like stupid Porsches.
I was trying to explain to someone on TikTok. They were like talking. I gotta stop. I'm such a reply guy. They were talking about like people want to take all the billionaires' money. You wouldn't be satisfied if you took 120%. And then I was like, you do understand that billionaires are just hoarders, right? They hoard money
Yeah.
they couldn't use in a lifetime. And then there are people who are hungry, right? But I also think that those comedians with their cars are car hoarders. And they don't
Absolutely.
literally all of those cars, and maybe no one needs those cars because they're old, right? But
Right.
someone should, I guess someone could have them to collect them. But it's like, and I do think Jay Leno is a philanthropist. Like he does give money away.
Yeah.
But it's like when you start hoarding things that are worth money, it does kind of get to where you're like, yeah, you should.
You might as well be saving your magazines. Like,
oh yeah, or just like if it, like I hope you're given. I hope you're given just as much as you're hoarding.
I do too, and I don't know, man.
I don't know. Am I giving? Yes, to all the stupid little things. You wouldn't believe how many people find cats on TikTok, and I will send them a Venmo directly.
Oh my God, yes.
I'm like, you have to keep that cat. I'll give you. I have given money to strangers, like not a little, but like $100 to a stranger. So I'll be like, please keep that cat. Please keep
Please
it.
keep that cat. Yeah.
That cat's your cat. You need to keep that cat. Anyway, yeah. UFOs. I don't know nothing about no UFOs, so I have nothing. I don't like them.
Wild. What the
Scary.
fuck? And describing that one as biological is so good and nasty.
Yeah, I don't know what that could
And
be.
then the
I don't
big
know.
old clouds, the big old juicies. Big old juicers.
Ugh. I don't like
Spitting out.
Ugh.
Ew.
All right.
Juicies.
I'm going to read a listener story.
Yeah.
And it says new listener from Montreal, QC, that's Quebec.
That is Quebec.
It says bonjour. Hello, Betsy and Marcy, new time listener here from Montreal, Quebec, and already a big fan. Bonjour.
Oh, bienvenue.
Welcome. Yes.
Man.
Bienvenue a Miami.
Oh, what is that? Welcome, my friend.
No, Miami. Remember? Welcome to Miami.
Oh.
Bienvenido a Miami.
Yes, I do remember that.
Well, the
Welcome
heat is
to
on.
Miami.
To the break of dawn.
Bienvenido a Miami.
We love Will Smith. We
Don't
love
you
Will Smith
dare
here on the pod.
speak for me.
I was pro slap and I stay pro slap.
I love that slap.
Slap more people. No,
Yeah, we
just
need
don't
more
slap.
slapping.
No, I do think. Speaking of, like, going back a moment, that you know how in other countries you see like a parliament will break out into a brawl.
Yeah, it's fucking cool.
I think we should have more
We
like
need
Congress
way
brawls.
more. We don't need signs being held up. We don't need people wearing purple hats.
Boop,
We
boop, boop,
need
boop, 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 boop,
brawls.
boop.
We need
Boop,
smoke
boop, boop,
bombs going off. Didn't you see that in like Syria? Like that, I think something like that happened.
like, and then did they all disappear? What if we get in trouble for calling for violence on this podcast?
Oh my god, that would be so weird.
That'd be
Should
so
we get rid of all
weird.
this?
Look, I would definitely, no, I'll keep it forever. It would definitely be like, we have to start electing younger people who can fight in the parliament.
Yes, there we go. That's all we want. That's all we want.
It's just so funny when they're wearing a bunch of wigs and they're fist fighting each other.
It's so funny in those robes and wigs.
Because, they're not strong. They're not really harming each other, but they're throwing bows.
They're trying.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, you should look up, just Google fights in Parliament. And it's all over the world. Just a bunch of men being like, stop it, I disagree with you. Yeah. Okay. So my English isn't perfect, so bear with me. Wishing that corrector program will work its charm. I think so far it's doing. I have a couple of stories. I will start with the oldest and write the others later. I've always been around. Sorry, I'm not speaking English now. I'm not reading it. So I have always been open to the paranormal to the point of not knowing what is normal or not, so to keep it down to earth. I tend to think that all odds were part of my imagination, or I'm assuming oddities, or part of my imagination are just plain coincidences. So here we go. I was born in the 60s. Yikes! And I have, that's very cool. We love it. Spanning generations or decades. I have a lot of very, very old, vivid memories from when I was a toddler, not all related to the paranormal. Back then, we were living in Quebec City in a triplex where the neighbors, elderly people, knew and loved me. I was visiting them all the time, and I had the crazy tendency of waking up in the middle of the night to go out and roam in the building, often ending up knocking at the lady who was living on the second floor to say hello. Remember, I was less than 3 years old.
Oh my god, that's funny. Middle of the night, a 3-year-old knocking on your door to say hello. I mean, you can't do that.
No,
I'm not answering.
I wouldn't answer.
I'm sleeping through that for sure.
Anytime my neighbor gets locked out and she'll ring my buzzer to let her in, I never answer. Then she has to text me, "Are you home? Please let me in." And I'm like, sorry,
I thought you were someone else.
I literally will never answer
Give
the
me
door.
a text first before you do it.
No, yeah, you have to know me very well to get in here. Here, I'm guessing that after a while, my parents had to take action for my safety and our neighbor's peace of mind. So, one night I woke up ready for my next adventure, but wasn't able to get out of bed. I remember I saw that I was wearing some sort of bracelet, dog collar, bracelet/dog collar on my ankle attached to a rope/leash connected to the wall.
That is so funny.
They chained you up like a dog? Oh,
The 60s,
my God.
man. That's the 60s.
I think it's important to underline here that I can certify that it wasn't an act of abuse or cruelty,
Yeah.
but a way to stop me from vanishing outside and face some more serious danger.
Of course.
So I remember when my nephew was a little toddler, my sister had to turn the door handle around so the lock was on the outside.
Oh.
Which sounds crazy, but a toddler probably couldn't, like, endanger escape anyway. I mean, maybe they could, but like,
whoa.
Yeah, he was
Because he
escaping
just kept coming out. Yeah.
Yeah.
What would he do?
It was
Just
like
wander around and.
but it could have been worse because they like lived if he like left the house,
Yeah.
So, it was a safe. There's not a lot of safety precautions you can take that are fully safe, but,
What did he do?
So I sat in my bed and started to sob when suddenly that odd man came to me from where I have no clue. He looked like he was made of TV static snow texture, but the outlines were clear enough to distinguish that he was obviously wearing eyeglasses and a hat. I wasn't scared at all. He comforted me. He was my friend. We spoke for a while, but I totally forgot about what. I remember I felt better. I giggled, and I guess I fell back to sleep. It was the only time I saw him. When I tried to tell my parents, they didn't listen to my story. Well, unfortunately, in this era, not many parents were taking the time to listen to what odd stories toddlers had to say. The image of this man is still so clear in my head, even after all these years. I had no deceased relatives then. My grandparents were already long gone when I was born, so I don't know who he could have been. The odds are that for the last decade or so, I started to hear and read about apparitions of men wearing hat stories to the point that I'm wondering, WTF? It was even mentioned in one of your recent podcasts. Woo!
Yeah, dude, it's there.
Anyway, so there you go. Ta-da! My first spooky story. Ne faites pas dans vos culottes. Don't shit your pants, Anne. Yay!
Merci beaucoup.
Did I say that right? Ne faites pas dans vos culottes.
It
I don't know if I
sounds
did.
good. I'm bad at
Culottes.
French.
Oh, it's culotte.
Culottes.
Wow.
Because we've heard that like TV static thing. And of course, the man in a hat. Like, that's a thing.
Yes. The TV static thing, we've heard it, not a ton though.
Yeah,
but
no.
it is something that has come up before. That's very, very spooky.
Yes. But little toddler Ann was like, this dude seems cool.
I think he's seen. Hey, look, when your parents chain you to your bed, sometimes a man in a static hat needs to come comfort
pretty
you.
Great, man.
That's
whoa.
Like we said, sometimes you have to take extreme measures to keep kids safe. But that's
you'll see those kids with like leashes on.
The leash,
yeah,
with a little monkey backpack.
Yes, yeah. I feel it used to like. There'd be like a wristband would be attached to the leash sometimes.
I mean, the thing, because I used to nanny for years.
Leash.
You seem like a kid who needed to be on a leash.
I think I might have been on a leash. I should ask my parents.
Yeah, I nannied for years, and like kids spend so much of their time trying to harm themselves unintentionally, but they're like, literally you have to keep kids from killing themselves constantly.
Absolutely put like cigarette butts in my mouth.
Why?
Didn't you as a little kid? Because I was just like, what the hell is this? Didn't you just want to kind of try to eat everything?
I've told it on the podcast before, I'm sure, that I stuck a robin's egg in my ear
Yeah.
and it got stuck.
Oh, yeah.
And so I panicked and then I broke it, like trying to get it out. My dad said, "You just killed a baby." Because he is a great dad. "You just killed a baby." And I cried and cried and cried.
Oh my
Look,
God. Oh
he's
my
cool
God.
now.
I
He's
can't
cool
imagine
now.
being a parent.
You just killed a baby. Are you happy?
You just killed a baby. Oh my God.
I know. I was like, that's not my belief. So
Yeah, no, I didn't.
no, I didn't.
Give me more.
Wasn't a
I
baby
didn't. No.
No.
Okay, I got one. You ready?
Yes.
This is called Corroborated, the Corroboration.
Corroborate and listen.
Woo! Hi,
Corroborate
Marcy and
is a crazy word, though, right? It's spelled.
corroborate.
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a wild word that I feel I
Sorry.
only started really learning and understanding because of true crime stuff.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
just getting into true crime and being like, oh, corroborate. I really understand what that means now.
I think I used to think it was like collaborate.
Yeah, like, and collaborate. Like,
Yes.
and it's kind of similar in the sense
But
of
it's-
like you're working together or like we both are making this story what it is, you know?
Collaborate and listen.
And Ice is back with it and okay. Hi, Marcy and Betsy. I sent in a story somewhat recently that was read on the show, and I have an update. Don't worry, I don't expect you to remember my story and will set you up in the next few sentences. I sent in the story in mid-July about how I saw something move from the bathroom to my brother's room while I was watching the Joan of Arc movie. Then many years later, my mother confirmed that my dad had seen something similar take the same path from the bathroom to my brother's room. Okay, here we go. Well, excuse me.
Cute.
Wow. Well, fast forward to earlier this week, and I'm with my mom and siblings chatting about spirituality. The topic came up because my dad passed away recently, so naturally everyone was thinking more about what happens when we die. Oh, well,
Oh.
my brother mentions that he experienced a presence in his childhood room. This would be the same room from my previous story that my dad and I saw the figure walk into. So I'm
Ooh.
like, okay, hold up. I think we saw the same thing. My brother goes on to explain that once in the middle of the night, he woke up to something grabbing his leg, and he looked down and saw a dark hand on his leg. This would have been over 20 years ago, so he did not have any recollection as to what happened after waking up and seeing the hand. But I think if the hand were attached to a full spectral body, he would have recalled that. Yes.
Ugh.
And then you might think the story is over, but my sister, who also had the same room for a while, goes on to tell a story of waking up to being pinned down by a black mist. She said she
Ew,
prayed
a mist?
a black mist. A mist. She said she prayed and it went away, but also had experiences at the next house she moved into. The thing that gets me is we all independently describe something similar but different. Same location and a dark figure of some sort, but different composition of the being. Personally, I would prefer it was the same thing rather than some sort of creepy ghost party happening in what is now my mom's guest room. Okay, we got an update on January 19th, 2025. Okay, so I left this story in my draft since early October and completely forgot to send it in, and then something else happened. My mom was putting away Christmas decorations in the same room, and she said she saw a dark figure sitting on the bed. It only lasted a few moments, but she is now the 4th person to have an experience in that room. Thanks for reading.
I'm looking at the PS. I think you can read it. It says,
Okay.
yeah.
We have a PS. My dad was the one who played a prank as the chef's ghost while I was having a sleepover in our camper. You read that story on the August 20th show. Yes, I remember that. We didn't always get along, but he taught me so much, including how to bake, work on cars, run a farm, wow, and appreciate the paranormal. Attached are some sneaky photos of him doing things for me because he hated his photo getting taken. Feel free to share them on social media. Maybe my dad will revenge haunt us and then I can provide you with more stories. R.I.P. Bob. Oh, Bob.
Okay, we'll share them so your dad will get mad and
haunt you.
Yes.
Oh. Wow,
That's
4 people having experiences in that room. That's
I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love
Yes.
it because I don't know, it's so helpful or not
Yes.
helpful. It's like so validating to have
Yes.
someone else experience it.
It's so important to be like, you did too? Okay, great. Like,
Thank goodness.
Thank
Thank goodness.
wow.
It's so really scary too to have a black mist
I know.
holding
That
you
is weird of
down.
like, why did it kind of show up in different forms? Or is it multiple things? Like, yeah, is there a ghost
Yes.
party happening in the mom's guest room? Uh-oh.
Ghost
Ghost
party.
party.
Oh my gosh. No. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. I'm gonna play one more if you're
Yes.
into it.
Yes.
Also, thank you for sending the update too.
Yes, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
so
yeah.
recent. Oh my gosh.
So this one has a little email. It says, Grandma's ghost called customer care. Hi, friends, cats, dogs, etc. Thanks for your pod. I find it so fun. I'm attaching a story that may not even be paranormal, but it feels significant to me. Would love to hear your thoughts. Was my grandma reaching out to me? The Capricorn urge to look for logic tells me no, but where's the fun in that? Also, I'm so sorry. I'm a poser and I called animal practice animal hospital. Betsy, do you have any goss on the monkey? What's his name? What's his vibe? Give us the primate deets. Anyway, y'all are great. Best, Ellen.
Nice. Ellen, her name is Crystal, and she is the most successful actor in Hollywood.
Oh!
Crystal the monkey? Come on. She's in everything.
She books every single thing that she auditions for.
She books everything. She did fly for real quick for animal practice, the upfronts, which is kind of where these shows, a lot of time it's in New York, and these new shows go to kind of be like, this is our show, and to talk to like journalists and stuff to kind of promote the show. Well, she flew to New York and had her own first class seat. And
Her
Justin
own
Kirk,
first-
who's the star of the show, who rules, he was like, I just like look over and just see little Crystal the monkey sitting in her own first class seat. And I was just like, what is this? What's going on, man?
That is,
I have
well,
other
thank
stories,
God
but-
that she sat in first class. She was treated with some respect.
Finally.
Finally.
Getting that respect.
I also would be actually terrified if there were a monkey on my plane. Was she a chimp or a monkey?
No, she's a capuchin. So a little.
You say it like I know exactly
She's
what that's.
like, you know the monkey in Hangover?
Yes.
That's her.
So she's not ripping off your face kind of monkey.
No, but there are moments where it's like you could get an ear or a nose off.
Oh,
She's
sure.
still a monkey.
Sure. And honestly,
She was chill.
good
She
for
was
her.
chill. Yes.
Yeah, rip it off.
There is, okay, can I tell one more story that just blows my mind?
We're dying for them.
So, one day I come in and her handler is this really rad dude who's so nice and like is a zoologist, like just loves animals, like just knows everything about every animal, whatever. He's so cool. And I start to go in to give him a hug and he's like, actually, please don't. And Crystal is on his shoulder, hanging out on his shoulder. And he's like, she's actually in heat right now and is gonna get really angry with any woman, especially a woman who comes close to me. So we can't hug while she's in heat because she looks up to him as though she's like they're like in love.
Oh, yeah, she's
And
like imprinted or
yeah,
whatever.
and so he was like, so you can't like hug me or get too close while she's in heat. And it would like I saw a change in her because usually she was always like, yeah, Betsy, what's up? But she was a little like, I got close to Tom and she was just like, and I was like, I'm so sorry, Crystal. I'm not getting
Crystal.
Yeah, Crystal, don't worry.
I'm not trying to steal your man,
Don't
Crystal.
you worry. But it had to be like kind of announced to all the women on set of just a heads up. She might be a little weird to you because she's in heat. Isn't that nuts?
That's nuts. Nuts and coconut. That's coconuts.
That's coconuts, dude.
Oh my God. Thank you for the Crystal gossip.
Yeah, I love Crystal. We had a lot of fun.
I'm going to play a story now.
Yes.
Hi, Marcy Betsy. Long time, if that's what you use for this. But I love your pod. It makes me happy, and I think you're both really funny. And Marcy, I love that there's like a southern plus-size cutie that's being really hot and cool on the internet. That makes me happy. Anyway, I have this story. I don't know if it is really paranormal, but it feels like the most paranormal thing in my life, so I'm just going to explain it. Basically, I was born in Tyler, Texas, Northeast Texas. It's not like a huge town, but it's like a town. And I grew up in like another place in the Midwest, and then eventually ended up in my 20s working in New York City. And like, I was working the phone lines for like a business and taking calls, doing customer success stuff. And I'd worked there for, 8 months. No, over a year I'd worked there. And I'd taken, 20 calls a day, maybe more, depending on what the business was. And like, I had never gotten a call from Tyler, Texas, ever once. And one day at work, my mom calls me, and I had like a feeling. So I picked it up, and she was telling that my grandma had died, who was from Tyler, Texas, where I was born. And in this like fucked up way capitalism messes with your brain, I just kept working. But I put myself off phones and just said, I have to go to the bathroom. And I went to the bathroom and I cried about my grandma dying. And I got myself together a bit and made my face look nice enough to go back in the office. And I sat down and I opened up my phone line. And the first call I get is from Tyler, Texas. Which is just crazy because the entire time that I had worked there and done, 2, tech customer service jobs before that, I'd never talked to someone from that town. And I'm not saying that it's like unreasonable you would. It just had literally never happened to me until right after I got the call that my grandma died. So I don't know like what that means. Probably nothing. It's probably just a coincidence because the universe is crazy. But I did get like 3 more calls from that town in the next like 2 months, and then like basically never again. So that's just really crazy. It truly probably means nothing. I'm like a Capricorn. I like don't want to believe that it's real, but I don't know. Who knows? Tell me what you think. Love you both so much. Animal Hospital was tight. I don't know. Bye.
I mean, it should have been called Animal Hospital, right? That's what it was.
That's what it was. That's what it was. Whoa, that is.
It's not nothing. It's the thing.
No.
It's not nothing. And I can't tell you for sure what it was, but if you, like, I don't know, like, there does seem to be like a little push, right? From
Yes.
your grandma. I don't know. I would think that's what it is.
Same.
I'm crazy.
But you're nuts, dude. That is too weird to be a coincidence almost. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's too wild.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
it was
going to
something.
say, communication in the best way your grandmother knew how.
Yes.
That's
You
what I'm
think,
saying.
like,
That's what.
Grandma went to somebody's house and, like, messed up whatever the tech thing was to then be like, now you have to call my granddaughter. Wouldn't that
Possibly.
be fun?
My first instinct is that Grandma was making sure her granddaughter was getting the calls coming from there. That they were like, they would have called anyway, but that they were specifically being put, forwarded to Ellen. Yeah.
Whoa.
That's what I think.
I like that. I like that a lot.
You know, that's what I'm thinking about.
That's good.
And
That's good.
look, my mom's a Capricorn and she believes in all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
She's get out is what my mom would
say.
She
thinks you're getting kicked out of your house by a ghost.
Honestly, she's a bit of a catastrophist, so like she is going to be like, your grandmother was calling you to kill you. I don't think that though. I don't think that.
No, not at all. Not at all. Wow, cool.
These were friggin' awesome.
They were great.
Friggin' awesome. Yeah.
Freaking awesome, man. They were great. Thank you for sending them. Keep them coming.
Keep them coming.
Woo.
And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Okay, bye. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy. And don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.